Finally, the first Chanel fragrance release since 6 years. Yes guys, the last release from the brand was the Bleu de Chanel Parfum, which was released back in 2018, and now in 2024 we finally have a new men's fragrance from Chanel, Allure Homme Sport Superleggera, which is an Italian name, weird for a French house, but Superleggera means super light in English. So with this flanker you expect something lighter, fresher from the Allure Homme Sport line. Well, yes and no. I still do believe that the Cologne flanker is the freshest, the more citrusy, the more vibrant, which in my opinion is perfect for not only summer but also the gym. Yes guys, I really do believe that you should not just can wear fragrances at the gym, but you should, because you're gonna smell great. Just don't wear Stronger With You intensely at the gym. No. But today we're gonna be discussing about the new release from Chanel, and is it actually worth it? By the way, it is a special limited edition, and I've received confirmation from Chanel boutiques that also the stocks are very limited. You have very limited specific quantities from each boutique. So now let's talk about it and if it's actually worth your money. Now let's jump into it. Okay, so before I proceed with the video, just note in mind that I do not have the actual bottle because in my nearest Chanel boutiques they still don't have it in stock. So I'm in the wait list, and hopefully I really like it so I can actually purchase it. I need to retest it, but yesterday I've had the chance to test it out in boutique, and I still have the little card in here, and I'm also gonna put a video about how it looks, and the presentation is very beautiful. It's a sleek gray transparent finish with the Superleggera on the bottle is actually embossed and not just a kind of sticker that it can be peeled off. It's literally embossed, which is pretty cool. But yeah, overall the bottle, it looks beautiful, and the cap is a matte black, just like the Eau Extrême version, but inside of the cap is red. So yeah, another little detail, but it's great. But now let's talk about the scent. First, when you spray this fragrance, you're instantly gonna pick up that Allure Homme Sport original scent DNA. It smells that fresh, creamy, musky scent, but with this one it's gonna be different in the dry down. But off the top it's almost the same as the original, but in my nose it actually has a spicy element into it. I don't know what note specifically gives it that spicy twist to it, but I'm gonna say something strange, but for me it smells a bit similar to Dior Sauvage and Tiger, but not so much. It has some similarities, but it's not, obviously guys, it's not a clone, or oh it smells like this, oh it's a ripoff, or no. It's just that fresh, creamy muskiness is blended with some spicy undertones and almost a barbershop like spicy lavender. Now I don't think there's lavender in this fragrance, at least not officially, but it's almost as if it smells that way. Yeah, maybe I just smelled another fragrance which had that spicy thing, but yeah, overall fresh, creamy, musky, what you expect from Allure Homme Sport, and something very fresh. Yes, it is. And when I smelled it, I was instantly in love with it because it smells so amazing. I was like, wow, they took the Allure Homme Sport DNA and just made it a bit better, a bit more complex than the original. You also have the Eau Extrême, which is more complex than the original, but also this new flanker. and it's just very well blended, very well made. Okay, so before I continue to say random stuff like there is lavender in it, obviously there is no lavender in it, let's look at the actual notes breakdown. So in the top you have citrus, mandarin, and grapefruit. Obviously it is very fresh, it is light like the name suggests. In the middle you have woody notes and cedar wood. And like I said, when it starts to dry down, it goes into that musky, creamy, woody, ambery, and with this one you have patchouli also. So in the base you have musk, amber, patchouli, and sandalwood. That's why in the base it transitions into that musky and creamy sandalwood with some patchouli and amber, which gives it that hint of sweetness. In the base, in the dry down, it is sweet. Not sweet like candy, but it is ambery, and patchouli, which is earthy but also a little bit sweet. So the dry down of this one is very good. I actually enjoy it, but I do enjoy it from the start to the finish. It's just that the start, well, obviously smells similar to the original. Well, no shites because it's an Allure Homme Sport, but the dry down is what makes this scent fragrance more different. Obviously patchouli, amber, sandalwood just gives it a very beautiful dry down that it transitions from that fresh light to that ambery, woody, kind of mysterious scent, and I really like it. Wow. Now, is it worth your money? Let's look at the price. So the price for the 100 ml bottle is 203 Canadian dollars, which is 172 USD. So it is pretty expensive for a designer fragrance and is a little bit more expensive than the other flankers and fragrances from Chanel. It is more expensive indeed. And with that price, it suggests that it is better, or at least should be better in quality than the others. Is it worth your money? Now, if you're a guy who loves Chanel, who loves the Allure Homme Sport DNA like I do, who loves fresher fragrances, but not just fresh and citrus, boring fragrances. I will not mention any fragrances, but you know what I mean. If you don't want to just smell like citrus or just smell like, I don't know, musk, or just, you want something that is fresh but has some personality, who has some character. Well, this is for you. You can actually buy it, and it is worth your money if you are invested in those type of scents. Now, for someone like me, I would actually buy this because it is something that suits my style. I really love fresh fragrances, citrusy, but also some ambery, woody elements in the base, which gives it that transitions. Not gives it that transitions. Gives it that transition, and it's just not something linear and boring. It actually develops into something. Now, yes, I think it is worth the money because with this one, you're gonna smell unique, more unique than other fragrances. That's something that I would personally purchase. But here's a little downside for me, at least. From what I've seen on Fragrantica, the performance for everyone seems to be perfect, moderate to long lasting, so you expect around that 6 to maybe, let's say, 10-hour performance. But in my case, when I was in the Chanel boutique, she let me spray it on my hand, and I believe it was 12:30 p.m. and by 4:30 p.m. / 5:30 p.m., let's say 5:30 p.m., after 5 hours, it was pretty much a skin scent which was like barely smellable, if that's even a word. So the performance on me is 5 hours, so it's not the best. But again, I only sprayed once, so maybe if I sprayed more, it's gonna last longer, and I was already surrounded by other fragrances. So with that in mind, I just need to reapply and retest this fragrance again to see if it's gonna last longer on my skin. But even though 5 hours, if I really want something very fresh and very light, and you also, then yes, you can wear it. And also because it's a limited edition, and when it's gonna stop producing, you're also gonna have a rare item in your collection. I think that's pretty cool, because no other guy is gonna have that. And let's say you wear that fragrance in school in like a year or two, and someone's gonna be like, oh wow, you smell great, what's that fragrance? You're gonna say, oh, it's Chanel Allure Homme Sport Superleggera. But it's gonna be like, oh, can I buy it? Well, nobody. It was a limited edition, and I was amongst the very first few to have it. So yeah, that plays into either you should buy it or not. But yeah, overall, I'm pleased by this fragrance, by this release. It was about time that they released something new. I've heard other rumors that there's going to be some more fragrances, launches from Chanel, but this one is okay for the moment. The rating I would give this fragrance is, I want to play it safe, but at the same time, I want to give you my true, honest opinion about this. The only downside, I would say, like, it's just the performance on my skin. So other than that, if we're not talking about the performance on my skin that I've tested one time, I would obviously give this a very good rating. I would give this 8.5. 8.5. I would give this a very good rating because you can, this is also a fragrance that you can pretty much wear in any seasons. Maybe not winter, but spring, summer, fall, oh, perfect. During the daytime, but also in the nighttime because of that ambery, musky dry down. And I would, guys, you know me, or if you don't, I would actually wear that fragrance at the gym, yes. Yeah, so overall, very good release from Chanel. Looking forward to other launches from the brand. And guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, well, obviously like this video, subscribe, and my man, see you in the next one. Bye.